Hello everybody, it's Meixsell, back again after almost 2 months missing in action, and I'm finally back with the mediocre content you'll expect from me. And I decided, with WrestleMania and NXT TakeOver this freaking weekend, I decided I would try to prove to all of you that my quirk is that of clairvoyance or prognostication with my predictions for Friday's NXT TakeOver New York. Are you ready? But before that, I want you guys to be sure you hit subscribe, ring the notification bell over on youtube.com/PewDiePie. That's my second channel. No, it's not. Shut up, Mason. I'm trying to do my part. Also, subscribe to my stupid ass if you actually like what I make. I don't want to downplay my content, it's actually shit. But anyway, with all that said, let's begin. My name is Meixsell, not affiliated with any of those wrestling YouTube channels you may or may not already know, and here are my predictions for NXT TakeOver New York.
Let's go ahead.
First up, NXT North American Championship match, Velveteen Dream against Matt Riddle. So, oh my holy Toledo, the NXT North American Championship is already a year old, and holy Zandig promo botches, the championship has actually become quite the prize for any and all male NXT superstars to vie for, with the former champions being Adam Cole, King Ricochet, and now the newest addition to former champions, Johnny Wrestling. You know that the strap of gold and leather has been fought over in wars over the past calendar year. And now, with Friday's clash between the Dream and the King of Bros, this is quickly going to become something worthy of legendary status, if you ask me. On one end, you have the biggest signing of WWE in 2018 in Matt Riddle, going up against one of their biggest internal projects in the Velveteen Dream that has been probably the most successful and over with the fans in the Velveteen Dream. Now, both men are electric in the ring, and I expect the NXT faithful to be loud and on fire throughout the match, with Riddle's chance of bro, and Dream's chance of call him up Vince, clap, 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 echoing throughout the Barclays Center, and most likely the entire WWE universe as well. But my opinion on how the match is going to end, I think that Dream will take the fall in the match against the former Octagon Gladiator, and Matt Riddle will arrive to the after party with the NXT North American gold around his shoulder. But as for Dream, I bet you that he's gonna get another shot at the NXT title, because I don't think he's done NXT by a long shot. Now, to explain as to why I think that how Riddle's gonna win is, I think Dream is going to be Riddle's first true challenge. It's gonna be a long drawn out match, because pretty much every other match that Riddle has had has been pretty short, you know, showcasing that he's good at MMA and stuff. So I think this is gonna be his first true wrestling match that he's gonna have against the Dream, and I'm expecting it to be a good match. Like every match on the card. I mean, there's not a thing called a bad NXT TakeOver. But anyway, next match! Next on the list of NXT, we have the War Raiders defending their tag team titles against the winners of the 2019 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic to determine the best tag team in NXT and in turn the world, Aleister Black and Ricochet. Oh man. Anyway, I think this is going to be a good tag team match. I love good tag team wrestling. I think my favorite NXT match my favorite NXT match of all time has to be the 2 out of 3 falls tag team match from TakeOver Toronto between DIY and the Revival. That goes without saying, honestly. You know, and I think this is going to be a great match, because you have the established team of Hanson and Rowe going up against the thrown together team of Black and Ricochet. And honestly, with Ricochet, Aleister Black, Hanson, and Rowe in the ring, those four are all great freaking wrestlers. It's gonna be a freaking match, right? A great freaking match. And then you gotta also take into consideration that Hanson and Rowe are both incredibly agile for two huge dudes, and then Black is insane at what he does, and Ricochet's the king of flippy shit. So there's that. Now, also, that leads into my prediction. I think it's fairly obvious that NXT has nothing more for Ricochet and Aleister Black to do, as it's pretty much all but confirmed that the two of them are being called up full-time to the main roster after this, considering that they're already a part of WrestleMania in the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship match for the SmackDown titles against The Bar, the champions, the Usos, and then the now forgettable tag team of Alexander Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. And there's also the rumor that that a ladder match stipulation could be thrown into that, which I highly doubt it. But I mean, Cesaro, Sheamus, the Usos, Ricochet, Aleister Black. Then you have Rusev and Nakamura in a ladder match. I can just imagine. I'm gonna edit this as a visual reinforcement. You have one ladder standing up normally. You have another one leaned up against it. One guy, let's let it be an Uso at the top because it happens all the time. You have Cesaro run up the ladder, uppercut him, and then the other Uso falls. And then Cesaro's like, I don't know, and then does like a crossbody or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to edit that. But I think it's interesting. But I highly doubt it, but I'd love to see that. And then Ricochet can do a 630 off the ropes, off the ladder, or something silly, something crazy. I don't know. I doubt a ladder match is going to be added that late into it since it was just announced Friday, Saturday. Damn it, SmackDown's not on Fridays yet. Tuesday night. But yeah, I think it's obvious that the War Raiders will retain the NXT Tag Team titles. Now for the new signing in the crowd, we will be seeing the Time Splitter Kushida in the crowd. He will come back from the future and land in NXT and pretty much say, hey, I'm in NXT now. I'm gonna kick ass in NXT and not do shit on the main roster, because it's pretty much how everybody ends up. And speaking of NXT main roster guys, we'll be seeing some of the alums enjoying the show, like Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, not the Demon yet, Sasha Banks and Bayley, maybe even the man Becky Lynch might be there. And who knows, possibly even Ronda Rousey will be there to cheer on her fellow MMA horsewoman. But who knows, we'll just have to wait and see for that. Next match! My throat is gonna hate me for that. But next up we have the NXT United Kingdom Championship being defended by Pete Dunne versus Walter. And as the Brits say, this match is gonna be bloody fantastic. And here's why. You have the champion Dunne, who has held the championship for the past 683 god freaking days since, well, at the time of writing this. And during that time, Dunne has been downright brilliant whilst holding the belt. I mean, he's been amazing. I mean, go back and look at some of his matches. He's defended the title against just about anybody you can imagine. He's defended it against his fellow British strong-style compatriot in Tyler Bate, who's got a really great mustache. I'm jealous. And also Roderick Strong. He defended against, I think, Joe Coffey, was it, at Blackpool, which was a great match. And then Friday night, he's got the 6'4", near 300-pound Austrian behemoth known simply as Walter against him. And let's go ahead and say it. Since arriving in NXT UK at TakeOver Blackpool in January, we had an idea that Walter would be the next challenger. That he would be challenging Dunne at some point in the future. And at a recent NXT UK episode, Dunne simply said to General Manager Johnny Saint, I want Walter. And so we're going to get the match. Now for my prediction, I think Pete Dunne's going to retain. I think he's going to beat Walter. Whether that be by disqualification or he just straight up beats Walter. But I know that Walter will be NXT UK champion at some point. Just, I don't think he's going to win it Friday night. I don't know why. Call it a hunch. Call it whatever. I just don't think that Walter's going to be champion yet. I think it's a little too soon for him to win the title. But who knows? WWE has turned too soon champions into freaking monsters. I mean, look at what they did with Lesnar back in the day. But, you know, I can honestly see Walter winning, but I also think that Dunne's going to retain because I'm expecting them to say, you think Walter's winning, but no, swerve. Dunne's going to retain the title somehow, but I think Dunne's going to beat him. But if he doesn't, if it is interference or something, you could have British Strong Style help him disqualify or something, turn them heel. Or maybe the heel faction Gallus could show up. But I mean, who knows? But the takeaway is that Dunne's going to keep the NXT UK title for at least another couple days. Next match, we have the Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Women's Championship, with champion Shayna Baszler defending her title against Bianca Belair, Kairi Sane, and Io Shirai. And also, there have been not so subtle rumors of this match becoming a ladder match, but as of writing the script and actually just recently looking on WWE's website, this match has not been updated to becoming a ladder match yet. I'm guessing that's going to be kind of like a last minute thing, like, oh hey, here's a ladder match, shock, oh my god, gasps, surprise, instant hype and Twitter trending and stuff that is good for PR, I don't know. But honestly, with the possibility of the match becoming a ladder match, I think that reinforces the idea of Baszler losing the title just that much more. Because if it's a ladder match, Baszler doesn't need to be pinned at all to lose. All she has to do is climb the ladder to get the belt, and the same goes for the other 3 women in the match with her. Now, if the ladder match is just more than a red herring, I think the thought is still there that Baszler is losing the title. Because Fatal 4-Way, champion doesn't need to be pinned. That's the good thing. You know, if Baszler is to be called up to the main roster at some point, or what have it, it makes sense to let her go still like this just dominant, just near unbeatable force. That the only person that's been able to beat her is Kairi Sane. Yet, she has dominated Kairi at every other turn. You know, Kairi's gotten the advantage of her at the Mae Young Classic, the first one. And then, when Kairi beat her a few takeovers ago to win the championship the first time from her. But, you know, I still think Baszler's going to lose the title. Now, I can also see Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke running out to try to help her, because ladder match or not, still Fatal 4-Way, no disqualifications, but I think it's going to backfire too as well. You know, I can see it backfiring as well. There are rumors that... So the rumor is that Marina is going to join Undisputed Era because Roderick is her husband, and it's also kind of been used in... Yeah, it was used. It was used in a storyline with Bobby Roode. Who remembers back when Bobby Roode was NXT champion? Back when he was truly glorious. Oh, those were the days. Anyway, I think that Io Shirai is going to win. Don't know why. I just think Io Shirai is going to win. Considering that I don't think it's Bianca's time for the championship either. And plus, I think Kairi could do some other stuff. I think Kairi Sane versus Io Shirai for the championship would be a really good match too. I want to see that now. Or you could go the way of having Bianca winning the title, and then letting Kairi and Io challenge Sasha and Bayley for the tag team titles. But who knows? But I'm sticking with what I got. I think Io Shirai is going to win the women's championship at TakeOver. Main event. We got a 2 out of 3 falls match for Vacant's NXT championship, with Adam Cole, Bebe, taking on Johnny Gargano. Now, I know I've said this about every other match, pretty much, but this match is going to be awesome, and this match is going to be the best WWE match of the weekend. Why? Head slaps. Here's why. It's the ghost of Adam Cole, Bebe, going up against Johnny Wrestling in an old school 2 out of 3 falls match. Who is the better man? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I can't tell you who's going to win, because I like both of these guys. I like Adam Cole. I'm a fan of his. I'm a fan of Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano. You know, I want to say the winner of the match is us fans, because we're getting a really good fucking match, because NXT is giving us good fucking matches that have a 2 out of 3 falls stipulation attached. Like I said, go back to NXT TakeOver Toronto, DIY Revival. That match was fantastic. But saying the fans win is not allowed, so my prediction is being score 2 falls to 1 in favor of Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano. Only so we can get a feel-good moment of some kind, with one member of the old hashtag DIY going down with a near career-threatening injury, and the other one picking up the torch, winning the title after trying for so long to win the title. Johnny wins it. You can set it up for whenever Ciampa comes back. You can have Ciampa turn even more heel and say, "You didn't beat me for the title, Johnny." Da 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 da. Or, you know, set that up. That's gonna be awesome. I can just see it now. I'm hoping I'm not wrong with it. You know, either way, winner, you know, Johnny winning or Adam winning it's gonna be fantastic. I can see that the Undisputed Era might try to run in and help Adam, and then it backfiring, and then that helping Johnny, you know, kind of, you know, picking up a roll-up. That could plant seeds for a possible breakup, but I highly doubt they're going to break up the Undisputed Era. I don't want them to break up the Undisputed Era, let's be honest. I don't want them to break up. But I think it makes more sense for Johnny to win the title, because he was supposed to beat Ciampa at TakeOver regardless. But I also want to see Adam Cole win the title too. But I'm going to stick with it. I think Gargano wins the championship. I mean, but really, who knows about really any of this outside of the NXT guys and gals competing, and then Triple H himself. So, what did you guys think about predictions? If you guys want to, leave yours down in the comments below. Let's get a discussion started down there. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, ring the bell, so you never miss a video from me. And as always, never forget to subscribe to PewDiePie. Hashtag race to 100 million. I'll see all of you beautiful sons of guns in the next video. Catch you guys later.